Good morning, all of you. How are you all? Doing good? So, here's Danesh. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Let's start, guys. I would love that more people turn on their videos so that I can see them. Hurry, after a long time. Hurry is also there. Every day morning, you will good morning. Where are you, Hurry, nowadays? At home only, na? Everybody, same story, man. So, let's start. Let's start. Oh my God. Rishabh, how you know all this? Rishabh is saying Hurry studies for 20 hours a day. Neighbor or what? Friend? Acha, you okay. Oh, good. Great. Good. 20 hours is what? But daily or weekly? So cumulative since the batch has started. Let's start, people. Let's start. People are waiting for the starting. Be sincere, sir. Don't waste our time. So let's go ahead. Okay. Last lecture we are done till question number 4. Correct now, friends. We are done till question number 4 right now. Yeah. So question number 4 was I think about sensitivity analysis. Already written for that. Okay, fine. So we will go ahead with the next question. Question number 5. It is again the same thing, guys. Sensitivity analysis only. So let's read question number 5. See what is told. From the following details relating to a project, from the following, Mukilan, that's not great, man. What you calculated or what already uh, is giving me the final answer before I could read even the first word. Analyze the sensitivity of the project to changes in initial project cost, annual cash inflows, and the cost of capital. Okay. So initial project cost is what? PVCO. Annual cash inflows are given to us, life is given, and the cost of capital is given. To which of the three factors the project is most sensitive if the variable is adversely affected by 10%? Okay, people. I was to ask Someshwar just now. I was to ask. He will live 100 years. I was just now to ask Someshwar, where is Someshwar today? Where is our screenshot man? And suddenly I was just thinking while reading, popped out. Good. Yeah. Again, guys, what is the thing that is required? The variable is adversely affected by what? 10%. Okay. So then we know how the adverse impact takes place. If it's a cost, the cost will rise. Correct? And if it's a revenue, the revenue will fall. Perfect, guys? Okay. So going with that, initial project cost will rise, cash inflow will fall, and now they have asked us very specifically that you also do sensitivity analysis of cost of capital. So cost of capital will increase. Okay. So let's start with that. This would be our existing or original situation. Then what we have to do? People calculated. Good. Good. OVI is also done. Yeah. In the first case, what we will write, 10% increase in initial project cost. Then 10% decrease in annual cash inflows. And 10% increase in cost of capital. Okay, so let's start with it. I know. PVCI annual cash inflow is 45,000 multiplied by present value annuity factor of AO, 10% of how many years is 4 years. Okay, and see, that is what is given in the question. You have to use the factor which is already given to us in the question. How much it is given? 3.169. You notice that in the last line it is given. Correct now? So we'll use that only. Yeah. So PVCI 45,000 into 3.169 gives us 142,605. Less PVCO. PVCO is 120. So the present value is going to be 22,605. Yep, correct solution. Arshad Bharat has given me the answers of NPV. Okay. Yeah, so this has going to be the original set. Now, what is going to happen? See, 10% increase in the initial project cost. So we know that this part is going to remain same. Now, 45,000 into 3.169, 142,605, this will remain same. PVC will increase by 10%. Correct. So if it increases by 10%, it will become 132. Correct. Including the calci, 120 plus 12,000. So 132. 6142605. 10,605. Okay, now we can calculate what? Percentage change in NPV, right? And we know how to calculate it. It is change divided by what? Original into 100, right? So this is bound to be 12,000, right? Negative 12,000 divided by the original 22,605 into 100. The first case is 53.085. So let's write 53.09. Yes. Correct. Correct. Okay, friends. Fine. Let's go with the next one. 10% decrease in the annual cash inflows. So our original cash inflows of 45,000 minus 10% you will get 40,500. Okay. Into 3.169. 3.169 gives me 128,344.5. So let's make it 128,345. 128,345. Okay. Now what will happen with PVCO? PVCO will remain same. Absolutely. Copy the original one. That is 1,20,000. So here you will get 8,345. Okay. Now you know how to calculate the change, right? So 8,345 minus 22,605. Whatever it gives me, 14,000. Negative 14,260 divided by the original NPV 22,605 into 100. It came to 63.08% negative adverse change. Yes, yes, correct. 63.08. Let's talk about the last one. What is going to happen? 10% increase in cost of capital. Now the cost of capital is 10%. KO. So this would be now specifically multiplied by KO for 11%. Okay. So only in this column, KO would be equal to 11%. Right, people? Only for this column, KO is going to be 11%. So that means annual cash inflows will remain same, 45,000, but they would be discounted by 11%, not by 10%. Okay, only for this column. I think 11% is also given to us. It is 3.103. So 45,000 into 3.103 uses 139,635. Okay. Subtract the original PVCO 120. So we have 19,635. Okay. So the change apart 19,635 minus 22,605. It gives me negative 2,970. Correct, friends? Divided by the original one, 22,605. 13.138. So let's write 13.14. It is 138 now. So 14. Correct. I'm reading your answers, guys. Absolutely. Just now I opened the chat box. I saw all your answers. Good. Fine. So let's give a conclusion. Okay. Let's write the project is most sensitive to what? I can say to annual cash inflows. Correct now? Since 10% adverse impact on annual cash inflows has resulted into 63.08% decrease in present value. Hi people, is this pretty clear to everyone? Okay, yeah. So let's go ahead. Good morning everyone. Shalini, Bharat. People, you joined a little late or what? 5 minutes here and there. Haripriya, you too in the morning today. Good. Hi Sabari. Rakshita, you go and sleep. Okay guys, let's talk about the next method. Till now, what things you have done? First, what was that? First one was first one. Second one was second one. And the third one is the third one, and the fourth one is the fourth one. Correct. Very good. First one was risk adjusted discount rate. You just have to nod your heads now. Yes, sir. Correct. You are right. Okay. Second one was certainty equivalent approach. Yeah. Okay. Third one we talked about what? Sensitivity analysis. Okay. Good going, guys. Hope you remember all this. Now we are going to talk about a method. We are going to talk about a method that is called as scenario analysis. Okay. You know what happens? So sensitivity analysis and scenario analysis, people sometimes get slightly confused, but let's be very clear about it. So you put the heading scenario analysis. You go, oh, I forgot. Thanks for reminding. All good students out there, so nobody disturb me. So just put the heading scenario analysis and then we'll discuss about it. You give the heading. Okay, okay. Visa. No big deal. It's no big deal. Scenario analysis means what? Different. Now see what you did in sensitivity analysis, that you were taking only one variable, finding out change. You're finding out the corresponding change in NPV because of that one variable. You're isolating everything else, right? Just making a change in one variable, finding out its impact on the overall story. Okay, that is one thing. Scenario analysis is what? What if the whole story goes like this? Okay, see, like, okay, I'll tell you like this. See, when a person is going to start a business, you know what happens? The starting point is very crucial. You must have noticed that many business organizations, when they start, uh, they always start with a big bang. Why so? Disproportionate amount is spent at the beginning of the project on publicity. You understand this? Because see, well begun is half done, no? That holds true over there also, no? Right now. See, this, what I have normally seen, okay, so one of my friend was to start his optician's store. Okay, store is done. 2 days before, big floodlights. Nothing is happening. Work is going on, still finalized. Big floodlights from the other side of the street on the store. So that something going on. Something going. See, something going on. What is that? That is an effort to come into the eyes of the public. Okay, it should be visible. Okay. Then a day before there will be a big pandal construct. Then all relatives are called, right? Then they will sit outside, chit chat. What is all that? Don't you think that is a process of being noticed, right? If that happens now, then people come to know, right? If it's a hotel, then what happens? Normally, they'll offer to their close people free food for at least a day or two. These are the common things done. Why? Just to have a good start. Because somewhere they have an experience that if we start good, then the flow will continue. Right? So normally when we go for scenario analysis, it is like, what if the best outcome happens? What if the worst outcome happens? And what if the average outcome happens? Right? That is what is scenario analysis. Now see, when you start the business, you run it for 2-3 years. Then what happens? Now the external factors are also there. Whether the economy is in the recessionary phase, whether the economy is in the recovery phase, right? So scenario analysis is what? Whatever possibilities see now, like, okay, I'll tell you one simple scenario analysis that you all have seen and you don't know that it's a scenario analysis. A match is going on, IPL match is going on, T20, okay, already reached till 10 hours. Then at the bottom of the screen comes, if they continue with the current run rate, this will be the score. If they continue from henceforth with 8 runs per hour, this will be the score. For 10 runs per over, this will be the score, and so on. What is this? I think this is, in simple words, scenario analysis only. Correct, no? The same thing, same thing. Okay, right? So scenario analysis question will tell you various scenarios. What if this happens? What if this happens? What if this happens? And then for all those scenarios, you have to calculate NPV. NPV calculation, since yesterday I'm telling you, see, what? No new formula you're learning for NPV calculation. Only its analysis is what you're learning. Okay. So in scenario analysis, what is going to happen? It will not be only one variable, it will be an overall projection. Correct? See now, if in the first year, if you put good efforts and your customers like it, what happens then? Then gradually the expenditure on advertisement, everything is reduced. I don't say that it is made zero, but it is reduced. Whatever is the disproportionate amount spent in the first year, it is not continued like that in the subsequent years, right? Okay, so let's just go through this. Scenario analysis is based on scenario, obviously. The scenario may be a recession or a boom, wherein, depending on the scenario, all input variables change. Remember, see, sometimes after reading all this, people are like, so then what is the difference between this and sensitivity analysis? So understand, guys, in sensitivity analysis, only one variable we change, and we study the impact of change in that variable and the overall NP. Scenario analysis calculates the outcome of the project considering the scenario where the variables have changed simultaneously. All the variables will change accordingly. Similarly, the outcome of a project would also be considered for the normal and recessionary situation. The variable in the outcome under the three different scenarios would help the management to assess the risk of the risk the project carries. See, means what? You analyze. Okay, normal situation, what will happen? Worst scene, what will happen? Best scene, what will happen? Okay, and then that tells you that how much is the deviation that can happen. Okay, now see, I'll tell you something like this. Suppose, let's say we want to start with a restaurant. Okay, so we just take a place and start. No, it's involving capital investment. So we will do some market study first. What we would do, we all would go to various hotels, eat there, try to make friends with the owner. Market survey, no? Try to make friends with them. Try to extract some information and how much money you put, how is the response, how it works. All those factors, information will try to seek out. So you visit around 10 hotels in the same locality. And then you realize that out of 10, 2 are doing super. Okay. One is about to close, not in profits. Worst. Okay. And remaining 7 are making average money. Okay. So you have some clarity in your mind. Okay, 20% chance that best output, 10% chance of worst output, and 70% chance of earning normal. Okay. See, after doing all this analysis, then you start your business. Okay. So higher deviation in the outcome can be assessed as what? Higher risk. And a lower to medium deviation can be assessed accordingly. Means what? That you study various options, you talk to various business people. 1 year they are in profits, 1 year they are in loss. It's a huge deviation. Right? Performing on an average, okay, fine, the risk is less. Scenario analysis is far more complex than sensitivity analysis, to be very frank. See, in real life, see, for you and me, when we pick up a question, okay, what if the worst happens? What if the best happens? What if the average happens? Data given in the question. Right? In practical life, generating that data is a big pain. It takes a lot of efforts. So scenario analysis is far more complex than sensitivity analysis, because in scenario analysis, all inputs are changed simultaneously. While in sensitivity analysis, it's only one input that is changed and others are kept constant. So we have given the heading scenario analysis. Okay, this is from the notes or a part of notes. If you want to write, you can write. Else you can just say refer notes. You have an option. What you guys are doing? You're writing? No? Photo? Good. Yeah, it's, I told you, no, it's from notes only. Where I'm doing copyright violations, I'm telling you it's from notes. You can just write refer JKC notebook page number. What? 125 Harina? 125 na? Okay. So you can just write over there, refer JKC notes page number 125. We go ahead then, guys. Yes. Okay. So let's go to a question. See, question number 6. You all guys come to question number 6. Shall we start, people? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's start. Let's start. Come on. XYZ Limited is considering a project with the initial outlay of what? 14 lakhs. And guys, this all is in thousands now. So 1, 2, 3. That is also okay. Right? Or you convert this in lakhs. Anything is fine. The possible 3 cash inflows attached with the projects are given to you. See, these are 3 scenarios. And solving is not difficult, just understanding is more important. Right? So management has estimated 3 possible scenarios. Right? What are those 3 possible scenarios? Worst case, most likely, and the best case. 3 possible scenarios are estimated. See, if the worst case happens, no, then in the first year, your inflows would be 450, 400 in the second year, 700 in the third year. If the most likely means an average outcome happens, no, there will be 550 in the first year, 450 in the second year, 800 in the third year. And if the best case happens, no, if your project clicks well, okay, that will be 650, 500, and 900. Right? Okay. Assuming the cost of capital as 9%, determine NPV in each scenario. That's it. Tell me, students, how many times you have to solve this? 3, whatever we have read till now. How many times you have to solve this? 3 times you have to solve this. Understood? Like, we have to make it only 3 times till whatever we have read. Okay, what will be the NPV in the best case, in the most likely case, and in the worst case? Okay. Next part we'll read at the end. Next part we'll read at the end. Hmm. So we give this, right? Okay, calculation of NPV under what? Different scenarios. In the first scenario, worst case. So year 1, 2, 3. Oh, everything calculated. People are very fast. I'm still just planning to write. Annual cash inflows. Guys, hope you do a good presentation as well. Huh? People are giving me the answers very fast. Very good. No problem. But then make sure that you present well as well. Huh? Don't compromise on that. What is the cost of capital? 9%. So 1 divided by 1.09, 0.917, 0.842, 0.772. And 289.85. Therefore, NPV would be PVCI minus PVCO. 1289.85 minus. Now, PVC, how much we like? 1400. Now, we did it in thousands. Now. So, it's negative 110.15. The first answer is negative 110. My God. So, I'm not sure how much will you type, Ray? So, Meshwar, worst case, you're getting NPV negative 61.31. Someshwar, check your answer, Ray. Bharat, Ovia, I think Blessy. I think we have got the same answers. Someshwar, you're having a little different answer. What Lakshya is asking. Actually, Lakshya, you did as it is. Nah, so fine. Nah, it is. What I have got and what you have got is, I think, 10 rupee difference. Nah. I've got 1289.85. Okay. So 40 rupees difference. That's okay. And the way you did for worst case, do it for the next one, that is most likely. No worries, Someshwar, that's okay. $550, $450, $800. Multiply by present value, factor at 9%. 0.917, 0.842, 0.772. Copy. $550 into 0.917 plus 504.35. 450 into 0.842 M plus 378.9. 800 into 0.772 M plus 617.6. The total is 1500.85. So therefore we will write NPV is PVCI minus PVCO. 1500.85 minus 1400. So 100.85. My God, so many messages. Oh yes, 100.85. Okay, great. And people are done with test also. Very good. People very fast. Third one. Best case, guys. Best. Wait, guys. You see. Your 1, 2, 3. Cash inflow 650, 500, and multiply by what? Present value factors. 0.91, 917, 0.842, 0.772. 650 to 0.917. 596.05. 500 to 0.842. 421. 900 to 0.772. 694.8. 1711.85. So NPV is PVCI minus PVCO. 1711.85 minus 1400, correct? So PV11.85. Okay. Final people. Hello everyone. Reach till here comfortably. Now see, if I had told you, no, go calculate like this, then calculation was difficult. No. Only thing what I needed to tell you, okay, fine. In scenario analysis, this is how it happens. That the management estimates different scenario. If this happens, then what? If this happens, then what? If this happens, then what? That's it. I think NPV calculation is not at all difficult, right? Okay. One more scenario, a very specific, tailor-made scenario is constructed or is made by the management. Let's see that tailor-made scenario. See what it says. That's why I kept it aside. Now let's read it. XYZ Limited is certain about most likely result. Okay. But uncertain about the third year's cash flow. Oh. So they are very certain that most likely will happen, but not sure about the third year's cash flow. What will be the NPV expecting the worst scenario in third case? Oh, like this. Understood something? Did you understood? Did you understand? What they are saying? Okay, we are almost sure of what will happen. Most likely will happen in first year and second year, but not very sure about what may happen in the third year. Maybe third year is too far to project. It happens, no? Okay, fine. I can give the projection for the first year, second year, but I'm not very sure about the third year. Okay, then they will follow the conservative approach. That's what the management is also telling you to do. Okay, fine. You're not sure about the third year. Take worst. What worst can happen? So worst can happen is the worst scenario. So in the first 2 years, you take the outcome of most likely scenario, and in the third year, what you do? You take the outcome of the worst scenario. Okay. So before we take this specific scenario, we'll narrate a little about it. Okay. It's not just that putting those numbers and getting that value calculated. Okay. That's right. Management is sure of most likely scenario in year 1 and 2, but not sure about third year. Third year, worst scenario is considered. Okay. So how will we write year 1, 2, 3 scenario selected, and then we'll write the cash inflow, and then present value factor, then PV. So in the year 1, we are going with most likely. In year 2 also, we are going with most likely. But in year 3, we are saying, okay, let's be conservative, go with worst. So in that case, it would be 550 here, it would be 450 here, and the worst would be 700 over here. And then as usual, go ahead with the multiplication part out of this. 0.917, 0.842, and what was the last one? 0.772, I suppose. You can copy paste now. And that brings us so much happiness. 504.35. 504.35. In this much time we would have calculated, but sir, copying is our ultimate pleasure, sir. Then 378.9. NPV also calculated. Let me copy now. Worst. This is my worst case. Last 540.4. So 504.35 plus 378.9 is 540.4. Total came to 1423.65. Therefore, NPV is PVCI minus PVCO. 1423.65 minus 1400. So 23.65. You Blessy, your answer is slightly different. Blessy. Acha, okay, corrected answer also I saw. Okay, noted. All good, all good. Done, people. Easy to understand once you get that concept of scenario right now. Good. Screenshot, yeah. I'll scroll to the next page. Done. Okay. Okay, people. So we'll be heading for the next question. But before that, we will talk a little about probability. Just a minute, please. Yes. So now, see, what we have to do is we have to use a probability approach. So statistical methods is what we want to talk about. Okay. So we have already in our first sheet we have given a mention of that. See, so we are going to use all this, right? Statistical technique. So just give the heading. Statistical technique, probability. Okay. So we're going to talk about what? Making use of probability for doing risk analysis. Okay. So we'll come straight to the question, okay, because we know how to calculate weighted average values based on the probabilities, right? So let's read the question and then we'll discuss a little more. Yeah. See, possible net cash flows of project A and B and their probabilities are given. Discount rate is 10%. What heading? Probability statistical techniques. Someshwar, what to write? Statistical techniques, and below that you write probability. Written. Now, see what is told. The possible net cash flows of project A and B and their probabilities are given below. Discounting rate is 10%, so this is as usual KO. For both the project, initial investment is 10,000, so this is PVCO. Calculate the expected net present value for each of the project and which project is preferable. Okay, fine. So guys, see, first of all, you need to understand that this is not, you know what happens? Students like used to see data in a particular way. Year one, two, three, four, five. Is are these given over here? They are years? No. You know what? The question is slightly tricky on that point. It doesn't specify any year. It doesn't specify any year. So what we will presume that the project life is only 1 year, right? So in 1 year, there are five possibilities. One, two, three, four, five. There are five possibilities. Like we had no earlier. Worst case, most likely case, best case. Like that, there are five possibilities. If A, then the cash flow is 8,000. If B, then the cash flow is 10,000. If C, then the cash flow is 12,000. If D, it is 14,000. If it is E, then it is 16,000. And then the probabilities are also given that there is a 10% chance, 20%, 40%, 20%, and 10% chance of this to happen. Right? Did you understand what I said? People, this is not year one, two, three, four, five. These are possible events, one A, B, C, D, E. Right? So from this, what we will get? We will get an average cash inflow, which will treat as an average cash inflow of year one. Okay. Yeah. So let's start with this. See guys, just don't calculate. Write a little over here. Huh? We will describe this particular situation. Five different possibilities of cash inflows with their probabilities are given in question. Okay, right? Five different possibilities of cash inflows with their probabilities are given in question. Therefore, the annual cash inflow is equal to weighted average cash inflow from all possible five situations. Okay. Also, life of the project isn't specified. We take it as 1 year. Guys, please write this. Don't skip on this. Okay, you know what happens? Later on, when you revise, no, you get no hint of what has been done. If you read this paragraph, then yes, you read this paragraph, then again, as you are feeling right now, sir, sum is very easy, sir. Same feel you'll have again when you revise after a few months. Okay, so please don't skip even a word from this paragraph. I hope you are writing. See whatever Somesh is writing. Similar question we have done in capital structure. Question 3 to be discussed in class. Weighted average EBIT we had calculated, Somesh. Correct, na? 493 was answer. Right, Somesh. You know what happens? I can see that question. No, it's printed over here. So copying anytime is possible. No, this copying nobody can stop. The moment you ask me, I can visualize that question. So I can see that total of 493 coming. I can see that I made you mark. See, beta, don't forget that there is an existing interest. Don't forget that 50 lakh or something was the existing interest. Then I told you, see, there in the information only, they have given you the number of equity shares. Don't miss on that. Like their existing number of shares. You remember all that? Exactly. Now, even I now I may be wrong also, but it's at the fag end of the page. The question is at the end of the page. Am I right, Sumeshwar? Right. So I can see that. I can visualize that. A box is given, right? EBIT is given, probabilities are written. First, the income statement is given. Below that, the box is given. Okay, so that's what. This is a way officially you can copy the things in the exam also. Just if you remember now pictorially, it works wonders. What how? I just happen to remember. Okay, come on, let's continue. So let's do project wise, huh? Check. Project A. Calculation of annual cash inflow. So we'll write event cash flow probability. Then you know what to do, right? This cash flow will multiply the probability and that will give us the product. Okay, the probabilities become the weights, right? So A, B, C, D, E. Cash flows are 8,000, 10,000, 12,000, 14,000, 16,000. The probabilities are 0.10, 0.20, 0.40, 0.20, 0.10. Okay, so multiply this. So, so this would be our amount. No? So amount multiplied by weight is our product. Okay. So this would be 800. This would be 2,000. This would be 4,800. 2,800. 1,600. So 800. 2,000. 4,800. 2,800. So this total is 12,000. Yeah, correct. Therefore, now see it is not necessary, but still I write weighted average cash flow would be, you should be knowing now what happened exactly. Total product upon total weight. Sir, we know, sir, total weight is going to be 1. I agree with you guys, but it is good to write and show. Okay, that helps us a lot when we revise. So we remain clear to what we are doing. Yes, weighted average cash flow, correct. So NPV is PVCI minus PVCO. Okay. So for that, I'll have to calculate PVCI. Okay, let's do one thing. We'll write this table later. So we calculate PVCI, then we'll write this. So PVCI with the annual cash inflow into present value factor of, how much is the Q? 10% of year 1. So 12,000 into 0.909. 10,908, right? So now we can write NPV is PVCI minus PVCO. 10,908 minus 10,000, correct? 908. Tell people. Now the way we did for project A, same way we can do for project B also. Yeah. Okay. Just that the project we know last amount is 8,000. Guys. Project B 8, comma 0, comma many other zeros. So make it 8,000. Okay, final answer is already there. Total 14,000 people. Right. No? Okay. So PVCI will be 14,000 into 0.909. Present value factor of KO of here 1. $12,726. So NPV is PVCI minus PVCO. 12,726 minus 10,000. So 2,726. And we are asked to very specifically, right? Which project is preferable? So we have to write that. Project B is preferable since what? Since it has a higher. Correct. That is our only reason to prefer a project. Yes. Yes, Lakshya, we got it now. 2,726. Done, people? Understood. Okay. Great. Screenshot is so important, huh? The moment I start asking done, people understood. So always one thing. Sir, sir. This is the sole reaction when I start asking, have you understood? Sir, sir. Huh, yes. This is what he keeps doing. Till the time I'm asking everyone, did you understand? Yes, sir. Some people are like this. Yes, sir. Understood. Like, sir, sir, sir. Done, huh? Okay, great. Any difficulty in probability approach? Let's break for a few minutes and then we'll resume because now if we start the question, continue for a little. But what bye bye? Just a break of 2 minutes. It's like bye bye. Go. Chalo people, let's resume. Rishabh is saying we resumed in 1 minute. Okay, fine, whatever. Chalo people, let's continue. So we'll come to next question number 8. Let's understand what is the difference between that question and this question. Everybody reading the question, people? Is it that, sir, we are solving on our own and telling me the answer? Okay, I'll not read also. Solve. I'll relax for some time. No, such good students. Yeah, people, I'm also writing. So let me do share screen. So in case you have like how to present, how to write, so it will keep appearing. I was thinking of doing a final solution and bringing it in front of you, but the better is I'll share it with you. See guys, question is not giving name to the events or possibilities. So you can give anything, possibility 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, possibility A, B, C, D, E, anything is okay. Sir, I have not written the possibility. That also doesn't matter. Acha, 4 possibilities are not 5. 2000, 4000, 6000, 8000. 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4. 200, 800, 32, cash flow of year 1 would be 6,000 upon 1. See guys, you take a total of this will be always 1 only. So 6,000. For year 2. Right, this is what we did for year 1. Now we'll do it for year 2 again. Event A, B, C, D. Cash flow 2,000, 4,000, 6,000, 8,000. Then year 2's probability 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.1. Product. Wait, people, let everyone complete. Two thousand, 4,000, 6,000, 8,000. 0.3, 0.4, 0.2, 0.1. Six hundred. Done, people. Now we have got cash flow of year one, cash flow of year two, and cash flow of year three. Correct. We know that the initial investment is how much? 10,000. Okay, so now comes to calculation of NPV. So we write first PVCO is how much? 10,000. For PVCI, what is a project like Ganesh? Where is my dear Ganesh? Okay, if Ganesh is not visible, okay, others can tell me what is a project life. 3 years. So how are we supposed to solve now? Write year 1, 2, 3. Write the cash flows that you have calculated as the cash flow of that particular year. Then multiply by present value factor of KO and arrive at PVCI. Perfect. Okay. Ganesh, you have interpreted the whole sum in a very different manner. Ah, Ganesh like, oh, I hope Ganesh you have understood. Understood, not good. Okay. This cash inflows, the three we calculated, 6,000, 4,800, and 4,200. Are our weighted average cash flows now. This is an estimation happening, no guys. So for all the 3 years, we have done a probability analysis and we have found out the possible cash inflows. Now we will multiply by present value factor at KO, where KO is how much? 10%. Factors are not given in question, and as usual, we'll do 1 divided by 1.1 gives me 0.909, 0.826, and 0.751. 12573. I got this. So I'll say therefore NPV is PVCI minus PVC 12573 minus 10,000. So it is 2573. Calculate and also calculate the present value. That's it. We just have been asked to do what? We just have been asked to calculate, guys. That's it. Ah, done. Okay. I hope you understood this well. Yeah. Good. Okay, friends, so we are good to go. We can start with the next question. Okay. Hmm. You read the question. Let's start. Shivang Limited is considering two mutually exclusive projects, A and B. Okay. Project A costs 36,000. Project B cost 30,000. So, as usual, PVCOs are given. You have been given below the net present value probability distribution. Guys, hello, hello. What is this probability distribution of NPV? Means I always try to make people compare the questions. So in the earlier question, see, understand guys, here, this was a, what was this? This was a probability distribution of cash inflow, correct? This is also, we can say, probability distribution of what? Cash inflow, correct? So what you did in this case, from the probability distribution of cash inflows, you first estimated the average cash or weighted average cash inflows, then multiplied it by what? Present value factors. Okay, and then you get what? PVCI, which you subtract with PVC from PVCO, and then you get your NPVs. Correct? Okay. Now, what is happening over here in question number 9? You are given the NPV probability distribution directly. Are you getting me? Means that step of doing PVCI minus PVCO is skipped. Correct? This, see, it's very important to understand. Because, you know, I know that you've learned enough of statistics to tackle all these things. Only thing we need to adjust it with capital budgeting. Now, why? What happens when you're solving in a flow? Things are like, okay, done, understood. Simple, simple, simple. But then what is a minor difference? The minor difference is this: in the earlier two questions, you were given probability distribution of cash inflows. Correct? Now, what is given? You are given a probability distribution of NPV directly, that this can be the probable NPV. Understood? Okay. So, project A, and that's why I see these are all again events or possibilities, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So, NPV estimates are given and probabilities are given. So, guys, when I calculate the weighted average of this, the answer would be directly the NPV itself. Understand what I'm trying to tell you? That in the earlier questions, you are given probability distribution of cash inflows. So when you solve it further, let me show that part. So you were given this probability distribution of cash inflows. So when you solved it, what you got in return, you got weighted average cash flows. Correct? So what you did, you took all these three cash flows gradually over here. Right? Number one, this you took over here. This you took over here. I think Someshwar is going to take a screenshot again after this. And you will send a revised screenshot to make the picture clear to the other people. You send a revised picture to make the picture clear. So what you are getting over here in each year, you are getting a cash flows weighted average value. Then you have to, after that, you have to follow this last written normal procedure. Okay, fine, this is how NPV comes. I hope I'm clear with the difference. Huh? Anyways, I'm going to write all this. I'm going to write all this in the beginning of the question. That is only for us, correct? Not to give this. Suppose this question, now the next question number 9 comes in the exam. Then we write, hey, when we solved question number 7 and 8, then we were given cash inflows. No, in exam, we are not going to write all that. Okay, but then for our understanding, for reference at the time of revision, that is necessary. Someshwar, you really retook the screenshot? No, no. If anybody wants, so this is a better idea. Okay, we will like revise that time. We will understand. Okay, this is how it happened. So you can take. So make sure you can also take, and you can, instead of sending the old one, you can send this one with all these markings done. Okay, fine. Every year we calculate, then we take it as a cash inflow for that particular year. I would rather say, okay, I'm insisting. Done. Solution to classwork question 9. So something for us only. Yeah? And classwork question 7 and question 8. We are given probability distribution of cash inflows. That is the possibilities of cash inflows under various circumstances. You call it circumstances or you call it events. Thus, we calculated weighted average cash flow, then VCI, and then NPV. Now, in this question number 9, we are directly given probability distribution of NPV itself. Therefore, we will directly get weighted average NPV. Noted people. Huh? This is going to play a great role when you revise and trust me. That will make you absolute clear. Okay, what happened in 7, what happened in 8, and what is happening with us in 9th. Okay, fine. So let's go ahead. We'll do first read the question in complete now. Yeah. So Shivam Limited is considering two mutually exclusive projects, A and B. Project A costs 36,000, B costs 30,000. You have been given below the net present value probability distribution of each project. NPV estimates and probabilities are given for both. Compute the expected net present value of A and B. Means what do you expect to write over here? Same thing. Weighted average NPV. Simple. Okay. Compute the risk attached to each project. That is what? Standard deviation of each probability distribution. Compute the profitability index. Oops. Shifting to capital budgeting problem. Hello, guys, you remember profitability index? What is that? Can you please repeat this, Yash? This is PVCI. Upon, upon what? Yeah, upon after that you scroll. No, the moment I start, you people say scroll, scroll. There only you are writing PVCI upon, and then you're going down. I can't see that. Scroll and write PVC. Oh, okay. PVCI upon PVC. Absolutely right. So guys, remember, thankfully. Okay. Which project do you recommend? State with reasons. Fine. So let's start one by one. We'll do one thing. Let's see. First, we'll calculate for project A everything. Okay, we'll calculate the weighted average NPV. We'll calculate the standard deviation. Uh, Profitability index we will do a little later. But to recommend a project, we are going to calculate coefficient of variation on this. You have heard coefficient of variation. Standard deviation upon mean? Maybe, sir. If you're saying so, maybe, yeah. After you do this, please show question 8 marking. Okay, why not? Right now also we can do it. Nothing much I marked try. I'm not marked only practically is not required. What is more important is this note. The note I gave no just now. Yeah. This note will play a big role in your understanding. Okay, okay. Let's start people. This now I'm going to call it as X. What does this X and all? Any preparation for standard deviation. Correct now. So first we calculate the product. This will be 3,000, 3,600, 1,800, 600. $9,000. Correct, people? See, understand this 9,000 itself is going to be my X bar. How, sir? Take total product divided by total weights. Because it's a probability, the total weights are always 1, guys. So prove it, sir. See, everywhere we're writing like this only. Now, weighted average cash flow means only this total I'm getting is X bar. Are you convinced, people? Or you want me to show the calculation? 9,000 upon 1 is 9,000. Rakshita, you do it in your notes. I'm not writing. Sir, right, you're right. Okay. So after this, thank you for trusting. Calculator will do, sir, please. What do you want me to do, Rishabh? Rishabh, are you serious? Or you're joking? What do you want me to do, Rishabh? $9,000 upon 1. Yes, I'm trying. I'm trying. It's very difficult calculation, Rishabh. Still, like, maybe by next lecture I'll try it out. I'll practice home today. Hold on. Yeah. So how do we calculate standard deviation? See, there are various ways. So let's first do the deviation x minus x bar. Hello, people. We got x bar. That's an average value. Correct. How much you deviate away? How much you deviate away? How to find x minus x bar? Correct. So, for example, your x is 15,000 and the bar is 9,000. So, how much did you deviate from the bar? 6,000. Understand? So, 15 minus 9. 6,000. Okay. 12 minus 9. 3,000. 6 minus 9. Oh, minus 3,000. 3 minus 9. Oh, minus 6,000. Got it? Okay. Standard deviation. Should it have any sign? No, 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 no. It's a deviation from the mean value on either of the sides. So how to remove the sign? Sorry. No, this doesn't work over here. Square, correct. Good, square, yeah. Okay, so listen now, listen. There are two things to be done. Okay, one, we have to do x minus x bar the square. And second, what is the possibility of happening on this? So we have to multiply it by p. Okay, listen. X minus x bar 6,000, correct. Then what we discussed, let's remove the signs by taking the square. But then what is the probability? The probability is 20%. So I multiply it by p. Am I clear? So p into x minus x bar the square. Okay. So you can directly do it in a calculator. So 6,000 into is equal to into 0.2. I got 72 lakh. And I will say M plus then 3,000 into is equal to the square into 0.3 plus 27 lakh. Then again, I'll have to repeat. No, but even the probabilities, such lovely people these are, right? They are so considerate. 3,000 only, and it's negative square, no, it's the same, right? Multiply by 0.3. So same answer, guys, come on. Wow, it's also same answer. So this total is 1 crore 98 lakh. This is variance, right, people? So standard deviation would be root of variance. That is root of 1 crore 98 lakh. I got it 4449.719, so 72. So listen, this project has a average NPV of 9,000, correct? But the standard deviation is 4449.72. Either on this side, either on that side. So done till here. Now see, 9,000 is also a number, and standard deviation is also a number. When they are different in different projects, becomes difficult to compare. So one simple thing that you would do, convert it into coefficient of variation, which is standard deviation upon mean. Therefore, coefficient of variation is standard deviation upon mean, that is 4449.72 divided by what mean we got. Correct, that green marked is mean only, na? Correct, na? That's an X bar average value only 9,000. 9.72 divided by 9,000. 0.4944. You can multiply by 100 also, doesn't matter. Right? You can keep like this also. Sorry, I didn't get you so much. Instead of writing P, you want me to write F. Frequency. I think there's no point writing frequency over here. Technically speaking, we can't call this as a frequency, right? Okay, so let's complete our raw material part, right? This is project A done now. Similarly, you do project B. On the same guidelines, on the same guidelines. Oh, so even this would be same, na? And this would also be the same. So what will be the total? 1 crore 44 lakh, right? Three seven nine 4.73 coefficient of variation, standard deviation upon mean. 379.17 by 1000. 0.4216. Okay. Done till here, guys? Okay, now listen. We'll give all our answers. See, instead of calculating things separately everywhere, what we have done, we've calculated all the things at once. So now we will answer as the pattern. We will answer in the pattern of question. So what is the first thing asked? The first thing asked is expected net value, net present value. So expected net present value, that is X bar. Okay. Project A 9,000, project B also 9,000. Did you note that both projects have same expected NPV? So just going by NPV, we may conclude that both projects are at par. Then what is the second thing asked? Compute the risk attached. That is a standard deviation. Okay. So standard deviation. Project A, project B. 4449.72. What was the other one? 3794.73. Okay. Done. Okay. What is the third thing asked in the question? Compute the profitability index. Okay. So the third thing. Project A, PVCI upon PVCO. Now how we will get it, guys? How we will get it? We will have to add, I think we have to add back, right? You can round off if you wish to, you can round off. There is no harm writing like this. Okay. Yeah. So how we will get it, guys? What we know is we know NPV. NPV is 9,000. Correct. And the cost is also given. PVCO is also given. For project A, PVCO is how much? 36,000. So we can get PVCI. You know, I hope we have done it earlier also. NPV is PVCI minus PVCO. Correct. So NPV plus PVCO will give us PVCI. Right. So our PVCI is NPV is 9,000 plus 36,000 divided by 36,000. Only concern when I write like this is that maths experts should not get activated and should not cancel that 36,000, 36,000. First add. What things I have to tell now? $1.25. See, now once you have shown this, then it is fine. You just no need to repeat. just write okay, NPV is 9,000 and PVCO is 30,000. And the fourth part. Yeah, we'll write for fourth. See, guys, so we've done so much calculations, right? So we need to bring it to the notice of examiner that we understand the things. Okay. So we'll write, this is important to tell others that they should know that I know. So what we will not just write like this, that this project has a lower coefficient of variation, so low risk. We'll write that both projects have a same NPV. But when evaluated on the basis of coefficient of variation, project B has a lower coefficient of variation, which means it has a lower risk. Got my point? Okay. So it's little descriptive. Let's write. Expected NPV of project A and B is same as 9,000. Thus, we use coefficient of variation to evaluate the projects. A has we found our coefficient of variations 0.4944, 0.42 something, right? 4216. Project B has a lower coefficient of variation and hence what? Hence lower risk. Therefore, we select project B, and we will also write project B has higher profitability index. How we can forget that? Done, people. Hello. Done, na? Okay. Understood. That initial part also came, na? I hope, guys, you are writing all this stuff only for us part. Huh? So what, Ovia? What's the plan? Complete the topic today. We are saying, sir, will complete the topic today itself. It's nothing like that. Let's go with the flow. Okay. Come to question number 10. We come to question number 10. Now, now you solved 2-3,000 probability. No, so become experts of that, right? So I'm not going to read this also. I will first ask you to solve. Even that is necessary sometimes. So I'm sharing the screen and solve. Go ahead. And, so 1/1.5, then 4.100. So distribution weighted average annual cash flow. Second, calculate writing all those instructions. No, not writing. I'm there only. Yes, we wish in the empty way. It's okay. Now got it. Therefore, coefficient of variation. Okay. Now this will help you to conclude. So this is 0.3873. This net present value has lower numbers are very big. I have nothing to do with that. I can't do variations. We are doing risk analysis, right? So what is important? The ratio is important. It's foolproof because probably the mean value is same. So what is the are you guys done? Yeah. Okay. Fine. Calculate profitability index. So you're okay with them, right? To calculating in a particular way. That's it. The calculator shows error. What's the problem? Digit number of digits are less. You have a smaller calci. Sabari, where are you? Sabari, are you there in the meeting or you left? Hi. What happened, Sabari? Why your calci not showing? Go mad. Teaching calculators on calculations on calci. So what you are doing? Four, five.